Oh, that's why I was not added to the stream. OM to the G. Oh gosh, it's not a great day. I'm a little out of it right now. So yeah, I wasn't added to the stream. So you guys could not hear me at all. I am so sorry. But hey, look, there I am there. Meet the professor. I am Shakia, the professor of Silaholics Anonymous and Honestly Speaking, the product line that carries sublimation ink, sublimation paper, pigment ink, and so much more. You can check out our website, shop.silaholicsanonymous.com. You guys missed my whole entire intro because my audio was not a part of the stream. Sorry, I am late. I'm not 100% right now. I'm not going to show anything cutting on the machine. I've already cut everything out. Also, when it comes to Silhouette Studio, I will do a separate video and upload it that will correspond with the design that I am doing today to show you guys how to do it. This is going to be a fairly quick live because not 100% right now, but I did not want to miss another day. So we are here, day 19 of Silaholics Anonymous, Crafty Business Awareness Month or Craft Month. Don't forget the hashtags for this month. Hashtag SACM1 for Silaholics Anonymous Craft Month 1. SAC BAM for Silaholics Anonymous Crafty Business Awareness Month. TPTM, the professor taught me. That was actually going to be the shirt today. But yeah, I had to redo it just so that I could do a faster design as far as cutting. And then also, you should always be using the hashtag InkCredible if you are using any of our product lines. So whenever you're posting your pictures, I would love to be able to find them and see them and like your videos and show you, like your post and your pictures and show you some support. So just hashtag TPTM, the professor taught me, or InkCredible so that I'm able to search the hashtags. All right. Before I head over to the heat press, we're going to, I guess you could say, like they always say, pay some bills. So we must make that little commercials. Don't forget to visit our website, shop.silaholicsanonymous.com. Right now, we do have a major giveaway going on. And all you have to do is go to the home screen, hit enter giveaway, and purchase one of the InkCredible giveaway gift cards. For every $5, you receive one entry. This is a major giveaway. Epson 7720. HS Ink InkCredible Quick Start Bundle. That includes your pre-fill, pre-prime cartridges, syringes, needles, chip resetter, 140 milliliter bottles, set of ink, Honestly Speaking paper, Honestly Speaking heat tape. So this is a full starter bundle, whether you are just needing to expand and need an additional printer, if you are new and you're wanting to get started, this was like one of the best printers on the market, and then Epson lost their ever-loving mind and got rid of it and went to the 7820 and 7840, which are great, but they're not great. You know, they're good, but they're not great to me. I've done my videos on how I feel about those printers, but this is like one of the best printers when it comes to just printing in general, because I have several, some for pigment ink and then sublimation. So this is an awesome printer to get, and this is not sold anymore. It's discontinued. They did have a closeout sale, but you can't find it anymore. But what you can find whenever they are available is the 7210. It is just like this one, 2 trays. It's just not an all-in-one. You don't have a scanner, but it is still a great printer. And we do have the ink cartridges on our website. That's the 252 cartridges. So visit the website, enter the giveaway, and it's always a win-win because it's a gift card. So you can take that and apply it towards any of our classes, templates, files, one-on-one session, HS Ink products. You can use it for anything on the site. All right. And as I mentioned, our academy, we do have an amazing academy to teach you graphic designing via Silhouette Studio. And we also have like some a la carte classes for different things. This coming Saturday, we have our all over or full bleed sublimation shirt. I'm going to show you how to create your own template, how to set up your design, to give you some design tips and things like that. Show you how to set it up for printing the easy way through Silhouette Studio. And then on Sunday, on a YouTube live, along with everyone else, I'll show you guys how to tape that. How to trim it down, tape it, and then press it on your heat press. All right. For today's video, I will be using my 10 by 12 Vivora Easy Press because I still don't have the knob yet. It's supposed to be here tomorrow for my Hottronics. So I will be using my Easy Press for today's demonstration. All right. So let's go over here and say hello to a few people. Let's see. Yep, they canceled mine too. They canceled pretty much everyone's. I'll be ordering your ink soon. I have the Epson 7210 and I'm done messing with these other inks. I know that's right. But yeah, I got my official email today that they canceled mine. So good evening. Hey, Jesse. Hey, Jesse. I know you're gonna probably leave. I was hoping to be on right at 7, but I had to drink some water and kind of sit down for a minute because I definitely need to be off. I need to see what's gonna happen tonight with the live eviction. So I definitely I need to get off of here. I know you're gonna go watch it. So hello, good evening. Hey, good evening. Hey. Hola. And hello. Said hello, familia, la familia. Hey, Jamila. All right, y'all. So I'm going to go and head over to the heat press and we are going to get started. I'll be watching it, but not live. Love Big Brother. Yeah, me too. All right, so, ooh, you're not supposed to be up there. Now, just so that you guys could ask your questions, I did not weed it all. This was the last one to cut because I thought I had another one, so I did not weed it all. I'm going to weed it all now. I personally cut this one on blade 3. Force, it was 15 and speed was 6 to cut through this. I did do it on the 4, but I did not use the auto blade. I used the ratchet blade in the black holder to cut these on those settings. All right, so let's go ahead and get this all weeded away. And I'm going to pull this up on my phone so I can see your comments because my back is to the monitor right now. All right. There we go. So we're just going to weed this out. This one, I'm going to have to be very, very careful because this was some scrap magenta that I had. And so it's not stuck to the carrier sheet anymore. So I have to be very careful with this one. So on these, I did do a weed box so that it separates it from everything else. I'm able to weed and just isolate this. So I did do a weed box on that. Then I'm going to cut that out. Same thing with this one. Once you have your line, just kind of like, that's the good thing about weed boxes too, is when you just kind of pick up anywhere, you don't have to worry about being in your design unless you put it right close to it. And then, oh wait, what is this? This is, okay, this is the bottom one and the K. All right, so I have to be very careful with this one, obviously. All right, I don't even remember how this K is. Okay. There's several parts to this. This is another one that I'm going to have to be very careful with because it wants to separate from the carrier. Now, the one thing when it comes to using heat transfer vinyl, I think I saw someone ask today, like, which vinyl matched Pantone color X, Y, and Z, right? So you can't really match a Pantone color. They'll tell you, like, you can get like very close to certain colors, but you're not going to ever really be able to match an exact like Pantone color because every vinyl manufacturer has their own colors and things like that. So you're going to have to try and get as close to it as you possibly can. Don't tell me that this had, what in the world? All right, good thing this is glitter. There was, it looks like something else was cut on this. But it's a good thing that this is glitter because you're not going to see any of that once it's on the shirt. As long as I don't really separate it, I should not see any of it when it's on the shirt. I just have to be careful with weeding it. But, you know, our colors are magenta, cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. Well, I would not be able to find a cyan, I mean, like, you know, color that's exactly like our logo. I just have to go with whatever they have as far as like different blues and things like that. So that's going to happen when you're using heat transfer vinyl. Oh, no, wait, that's supposed to cut out. Duh. The V goes there. I'm like, wait, why is that cut like that? That was supposed to happen. But yeah, you can't match it exactly. So I have what is the equivalent or whatever's closest to colors. And you have to let your clients know that also, that if they have a need for a specific color for their business, you can only get as close as you possibly can. You're not going to be able to match it exactly. The only time that you can match it exactly is when it is printed. But when it comes to vinyl, you are at the mercy of whatever color vinyls are available. One of the things that you can do if your distributor has one, and I forgot to show these last time, I have a really big book for Caesar, and it has all the different finishes, the available colors. So you want to have swatches so that they can go and choose which color they want that's closest to, you know, their logo or whatever design that they have. If it's not for a business, you know, if they have a certain color that they want, you can show them what you have available. I get these from Florida Flex. This is where I get a lot of my vinyl from. So they just cut little circles and they provide the different colors. So I can show my client and they can be like, okay, well, yeah, I want this and I want that one. For orange, a lot of people always say, like, oh, we don't have orange available. So for orange, it's copper. And that's pretty much for anything. Even for Caesar, it's copper. That is what your orange is. So then all of their specialty, well, these are all foils and holographics. So I have holographic, not holographics. I have all of these. No, so my spot does not give them out for free. I do have to pay for them. I don't remember how much these were from there, but they don't give them out for free. Now, some places will give you like a book, and I know Caesar has some of theirs and like their basic ones, and it's like this little t-shirt So it's a little swatch, and they'll have a book of those. You can check with your vinyl distributor to see if they have those and if they will sell them to you. So these are all of the flocks and some printed vinyl that they have. Glow in the dark. And then these are all of the smooth ones. So this is one of the best things that you can do, is try to get a color chart, or you can make your own as you are getting different colors, or maybe get a bundle from wherever you order it from. If they don't offer it, then guess what? You have all the, you know what this is? This is a color swatch. So when you're cutting up, you're cutting up vinyl and stuff like that, you may have a little piece that you can keep as a square. You can either press them to different color shirts. Certain vinyls will show differently on darker shirts. So when you have stuff like this, you can cut out squares or cut out, the initials for your business and press them to a shirt, or actually probably better yet, felt, and press it to that. And that way you can have that as a color swatch to show them, because then they'll see what it looks like on different colors. So the same way that we do the color charts on felt, you can do, your vinyl. So once you're cutting, keep a little piece, maybe use a hole puncher, cut a star out, and then you can press them to items to make your own color swatches. All right. All right, so this one is done. I know, wait, hold on. Let's see. I know this gets asked all the time. Can you layer glitter? That's what this whole video is about. The title of this live is layering glitter vinyl. I do it all the time. I've never had an issue with it coming off. I think Caesar says, or they don't recommend it or something like that, or I forget. Some people say that. I think Joe says not to. I'm not sure. But I've layered glitter so many different times for cheer teams. I've done jackets with them, and I've layered glitter. But I'm going to show 2 different ways that you can do it where it's not layering right on top. But these, you're going to see me layer right on top. Well, one part of it. I've layered, ooh, what the heck? I've layered for cheer bows. I've seen other teams that have layered vinyl. And the crazy thing is, you would think that it would like stick up, and it doesn't. So, and also you'll see on the 28th, when it comes to, and you'll see it right now too, it almost blends in. It's not like it really sits above it too much. She says, now I know what to do with those million pieces of scrap. Oh, the thumbnail says layered. I'm sorry. The thumbnail says layered. I guess the description I didn't put, I guess on the description I didn't put layer. Or the title. Unfortunately, there is nothing that you can do. Sublimation is the truest form of it's permanent. So there's really nothing that you can do as far as getting the design off or doing anything like that. That now becomes a tester shirt for you. So to test colors and everything else, either cut that shirt up or just put certain parts of it on your heat press, and that now becomes a tester shirt for you. It happens to the best of us. All right. And last one, I don't know which side it's on. Oh, it's on this side. And I wanted a totally different shirt. And I went in there and I'm like, oh man, I have every size except my size. Darn it, these big old boobs of mine. So with this particular one, I have an inner part here that I'm going to take out, because this is the way, if you really don't want to layer on top, you'll do a subtract all, not subtract, subtract all. What that will do is you will have the, I could keep this. Oh, wait, let's not poke no hole. I'll do that sometimes too. I can reuse this and just manually place it for other items. So I don't want to poke a hole in this. I want to take this off kind of nicely. Oh, dang it, I ripped it. Oh, well. But I'm going to use my drip, though. But you'll do a subtract all, and that's going to keep the original layer so that you can make the other cuts with it. But then you'll have a cutout in your... now I got to figure out where this other one is. Got to hold it up to the light, Caroline. You'll have a hole where you can put your vinyl in. You can do the same thing with smooth vinyl. However, when it comes to smooth vinyl, it does shrink. Even when you're doing the quick tack, it shrinks. Just doing the quick tack minimizes the amount that it shrinks. I personally don't really find that glitter vinyl shrinks that much. So it normally just lines up for me, but hopefully it doesn't do anything crazy this time and it does the same thing where it will line up. But I never really have glitter vinyl shrink because it's a much thicker vinyl. It's not like smooth vinyl. So I'm just holding this up to the light so I can make sure I got all my cavities. That's how I can kind of see where things are. I just hold it up to the light just to see where the cavities are and then pull them out. You can get a light box to help you. Sometimes I'll take a shoe box and put my cell phone underneath with the light on, and I can see through it like that also. All right. All right, let me grab. Hey, that's not the shirt that I had. Really did not want to use a unisex cut shirt, but I kind of had no choice because the other ones that were there was not my size. And I don't think Even really wants to wear glitter. So my heat press is not working. I'm going to use my Easy Press today. I'm going to take out some. I wish I had a lint brush or lint roller. I don't have one in here anymore. See, the one thing I like about this is I can actually use this kind of like an iron and get all the wrinkles out. Might use this when it's time for school and to iron their uniforms like for the week. Sometimes I put them on the heat press. But okay, but now I do want to hold it here to actually remove the moisture. All right, this is an extra large shirt, and the width that you can go on here is pretty significant. This particular design is, I think, 11.5, only because of the amount of vinyl that I had. So for this one, I'm going to start with my bottom layer first. When you're layering vinyl, you're going to always start what's on the bottom. You have to be very strategic in how you are designing to make sure that, like, especially like, let's say if something was on top and it's supposed to be like the bottom layer is black or the outline, and then there's something else, and then there's another piece, you want to cut those out so where you don't have to cut another piece of, in this case, the silver. Once you cut it out, the silver will show through. But like I said, I'll do the video and talk about that more in the video. So I'm going to just mark this. I always just crease it at the top, crease it at the bottom. Good way to find the center of your shirt, which I didn't talk about like things like that before. Good way to determine the center of your shirt is to fold it in half. Make sure that your collar lines up, your shoulders line up, your armpits. Lay it, oh, come on. There we go. And the sides, lay it down. And of course, with your heat press, you would press it, but I'm going to press it with this. Just want like a nice little crease, not too deep, but just a little crease in it. And that's going to give you your center line. All right, now I got to fold it again because somehow there's two lines there. Don't know how there's two lines. Okay, so it's this one right here. Your tag is not always centered, so don't always go off of that. If you really want to know true center, fold your shirt in half. All right. So being the fact that I put that line, I have the one here and the one here. If this lines up with that line, you also know that it is straight. If this one is on the line, but this one is off of the line, it's crooked. So that's a way to also know if it's lined up, is to make that straight line so that when you put it on your shirt, and you're going from line to line, it's on there, you know that you're designed. So even if you cut your carrier sheet all wonky and it's not quite straight, this is a good way to tell if it is straight. And of course, you're also going to have it centered from each side. So another way to test, I'm going to put my hand here, see how much space I have on. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's see. Let's fold you in half again. Make sure that this is centered. Yeah, that was centered. All right, seems like I have, unless this shirt is, yeah, this shirt's kind of wonky. Hold on. Okay, nope, I'm in the wrong spot. Let me just make this line more defined. And it comes out a lot easier when you're using your heat press. The extra line is on this side, so I'm going to press that out. All right, so now I can clearly see where that line is. All right, we're gonna go. And when you're doing this, if you have this extra, don't go 3 down from the top of this, because you can have that be an inch, 2 inches, 3 inches. It should be from the very top of your design. Okay, so around there. And then we're gonna put this here and then on that line. And then if I check my hand on this side, it's like really my whole hand on this side with a little bit of space, we're good. And then this right, actually, I want to bring this down. Well, this is a big shirt. This is a unisex shirt. This is normally like represents the center of chest if it's a shirt that fits. So you can kind of go off of that too, as far as placement. This actually is a little bit high to me. So we're going to pull this down to about there. I'm also going to just put it to my chest real quick. Yep, that was a better move right there. And I just looked at the fact of where the center of the chest was, and I'm like, yeah, that's a bit high. So I'm good with this right here. We're going to do a quick tack, which is just 3 to 4 seconds. If it is smooth vinyl, I normally say like 2 to 3 seconds. Oh, well, I don't really need this. And this is the easy press. I'm going to go a little bit longer to make sure I got over the whole thing. This is not Caesar Easy Weed. It's a different company. This is from Florida Flex. This is one of those, one of theirs, which comes from China, I believe. So sometimes it does not peel up warm. Always check your manufacturer and what they say the specs are for theirs. Yeah, see this one? Definitely cannot do hot. I need to cool it down. Where is my block? I'm just going to use my felt because I don't know where my tile is. Not all vinyls are created equal. Their adhesives are different, and some take longer to, I guess, like harden so that it's stuck to your garment. Okay, there we go. Try not to overstretch it either, especially since you did a quick tack. Try not to stretch it. Now, technically, because my HS is black, I could leave this just like this and let the black from the shirt come through. But that leaves this where it's more of a matte look. So in order to, the reason why I did the outline on it is I still wanted glitter. And in order to really have that glitter stand out to where it didn't fade into the shirt, that's where the outline comes in. So we're going to just drop this right into place, and it is lining up beautifully. No gaps from what I can see, although that is black. So we're going to line this one up. So this is a way, like I said, you can do it if you don't want to layer directly on top. You can use Teflon, or you can use parchment paper to cover it up. Or you can put the carrier sheet from your, well, that's what I'll do. Well, I'm going to have to get parchment paper for the end anyway. Well, no, I can always use the carrier sheet. The carrier sheet covers this whole design. So, because it's the base, we're just going to go ahead and throw this back on top and then quick tack this. And this is fluctuating. This is actually set at 320. Now my black one is Caesar. So I should be able to just lift that up because that one is Caesar Easy Weed. See? Sometimes having good vinyls just pays off because I'm able to peel that one hot. It wasn't like the other one where it started to lift. So I do love Caesar Easy Weed for that because it is a hot peel. From here, none of these other ones overlap. So it actually doesn't matter which order I go in. So I'm just going to do, no, let's just do, because then that'll count. Well, I'm pretty sure you can tell what that says anyway. But let's just do this one. This is not Caesar. How I know the difference between Caesar and what's not Caesar Easy Weed. Caesar Easy Weed has distinctive lines in it, and that's how I can tell which one is which. So I'm going to take this, drop it in here. And the one good thing, like if it was just the K, trying to make sure that it was evenly spaced, you can kind of look at that and it's, it might be a little bit off. It's not too bad, but if you want it to be exact, the great thing is this one has the bottom drip. So once that is in place, I know that this side really is in place also. But this is a black shirt, so it's a little bit harder to see through it. So I'm just going to make sure that that's in there. My eye, I cannot do. My N, I cannot have to do each one of them individually because they each have a part that overlaps with something over here. So someone asked that in my video last time. Can I do all of them? I can't because there's a part over here. So if I just put it, then I'm going to be pressing it to the carrier sheet. When you are layering, you must do layer by layer if they overlap. If they don't overlap, then hey, you're fine. You can put them all down, maybe use some heat tape, and then be able to press it. And so I'm only going to focus on this side because that's where that is. Again, 1 or 2 seconds, 2 or 3 seconds, no more than 4. Although, like I said, with glitter, I don't find that it shrinks. So, oops, that one's not all the way down. Again, not Caesar. When you are layering, though, you really like this time. Just wanted to get it to catch, but you really do need a lot of pressure to push that ink. Not the ink, the adhesive into the glitter so that it has something to grip to. Oh, this is not Caesar. And that part is not layered on anything. So that gold drip is on the shirt, but I can't lift it because it wants to come up. So I have to let this cool just a little bit so that that adhesive hardens a little. And then it bonds to the shirt and to the vinyl. So that one comes up and this one comes up and it's not pulling at all. Oh, this one, because it was so far away and I didn't want to waste vinyl, and I have a cavity. Now, this one is going to be a little bit tricky, making sure that it is lined up exactly. There is a cutout here. I want to make sure that this lines up exactly how it's supposed to. So I'm going to let this be my last layer so that I don't put this in the wrong spot and then my blue layer doesn't line up. That's what I was saying. It really doesn't matter what order these go in. Now, I'm going to just show for this one, I can cut this down to where none of the carrier sheet overlaps where this cyan is about to go. And I could press this and the cyan at the same time because my carrier sheet will not overlap it in any way. So as long as it's not under there, you're okay. So I have to do this individually anyway. So we're going to put that in there, and then I'm going to take my cyan layer. And this has quite a few markers to let me know where to put it at. So I have my eye, I have the words that's there. I have my yellow where it goes right in between. And I also have my drip over here. So I have a couple of them, a couple markers to let me know where to put this, mainly where this drip is. That's something that will help you line things up when you have defined indicators. So now, because I have that, that's fitting right there in that groove. And then over here, my V lines right up on top of that. I did not put an offset. So it's on right on top of that silver piece that's there. So as long when the fact that I don't see any of the silver, I know that this is completely lined up. All right, so we're just going to cover this. Press this for 2 seconds, or 2 or 3 seconds. Well, this is a different one, so I actually did about 5 because, again, this is not Caesar. I'm going to cool it down just by going over it. This is just a piece of felt, and I'm going over the top of it just to help cool down some. Oh, it's not quite cool yet. Okay, that one is, ooh, I almost had a big boo-boo. This is on the back. Okay, so this part is not adhered just yet. I need to put a little bit more heat to this and a little bit more pressure. You have to have pressure when you are layering glitter on top of glitter so that the adhesive actually bonds to the glitter. That's hot. I was worried about this rainbow glitter. It actually looks really nice. So now I can do this in because I can clearly see exactly where it goes because there's a cutout and that cutout goes on a certain part of the O. If I would have put this down and let's say I was too far up or too far down, when I got ready to put the cyan part on there, it could have potentially been like this, where it wouldn't line up and you would see some of the silver through there. Well, you know what? Why am I trying to hold this up? I have my phone over here. Let's grab this. because I don't know which camera was on. So if I did this to where it wasn't quite lined up, oh wait, let's turn it this way. Sorry. You see how there's that gap right there? If, you know, and this does, it looks like it's even, right? But then this part wouldn't have lined up. So you have to, you know, kind of look at your design and know which one you have to put down first, which could potentially be an issue with something lining up if it has not just layered, but there's overlapping areas as well that have cutouts to them. All right, so this is on top of the vinyl, so I'm going to hold it there and I'm going to let it go. I can even let it go for the full 12, but I'm not. That's about halfway there. Well, a little over halfway there. And then this part I can take off so that I can focus on just cooling this part. Ooh. Oh, that one stuck. Yay! I didn't even have to do anything for that one. All right. One of the things that I do want you to see, I'm going to grab this one, right? This is not all the way down. So I'm not sure if you can kind of see the fact that it looks like it's raised from it just a little bit. But then if you look at this one, it's completely flat. So as long as you have enough pressure, it literally embeds into it and you don't even feel a difference in the layers. They pretty much become, ooh, sorry. Now this one, I can get caught on here. See, look, there's a lip there. I don't have a lip here. All right, so I just need to now press this for the final time and just make sure that all the adhesive is adhered to it. So I'm going to put a lot of pressure on this. I'm probably going to let it go longer than 12 seconds because this is not a heat press. So I'm just going to put a lot of pressure on it. I'm going to hit the button for it to go again. I'm going to even give it a little vibration. Push all of that adhesive down in there with a little bit of that vibration. That helps with this. I mean, and I don't feel any difference between where these are and the silver. And then this is in, like, it's on the shirt because I had the hole for that one. And so see the dip. I wish I would have held this up beforehand. So even though this shirt is black, putting the outline around it makes the glitter of the black stand out. Like the black glitter still stand out, even though the shirt, come on now, shirt. There we go. Even though the shirt is black. You can see that the whole thing is glitter. And I didn't just make the black of the shirt the black for in here. Oh, I was looking, my phone is right here. I'm going to pull it back so that there's a little bit of light to it. I know the lighting is not the greatest because I don't have on the light that's over here, that's in the living room. And I will wash it, and so that you guys can see that it's not going to come off. So after I wear it tomorrow, I'll wash it. And so next week I will show you guys the shirt. Just make sure that you are applying enough pressure. So I'm trying to see, you know, it's not lifting. You can't even really tell where it is. It's like it's flat to it. There's no lip. So that's layering glitter heat transfer vinyl. I'm so mad it's not on the ladies cut. I missed the beginning. What brand of glitter, and did you knock it out in order to layer the glitter? So the black one was Caesar. The other one was just some no name that I get from a local place here. The H and the S and this one were knocked out only so that I could show you that technique and the fact that it does not shrink. So there's no gap in between it. Like, you know, you do heat transfer vinyl, it can shrink. I find that glitter vinyl does not shrink. So there's no gap in between any of that. So I did talk about that. So the colors in here and the black, that part is knocked out, but the ink and the vibes only are directly on top of the silver vinyl. So thank you. Thank you. She says, OMG, that is looking so nice. Love it. Thank you. Exactly. Where are those thumbs up, people? I'm sitting here fighting through this live. Y'all can give me some thumbs up. I still can, even though I wasn't feeling 100%. So yes, definitely give the video some thumbs up. Beautiful question. Can you show us the carrier sheet for the drip? Was it an outline of black with three? Oh, well, the carrier sheet's not going to show it, but yes. So this was an outline. So what I did was for the HS and then the drip, I selected the HS and the drip, and I did subtract all. That made it to where the silver had one big hole in it. The black had the cutouts for the other colors. And the reason why that also came in handy, I mentioned that, is it allowed me to know exactly where to put this K. If the black was solid, I could have been like, okay, a little bit off on where the K went. But because this drip, this part of the drip fit right in here, my K fell in line. When I got ready to do the blue, my first place where I started to position it was making sure that this part of it was in the drip. And then over here, it was lined up right on that strip of silver. And then the cutout made it to where I can line this. So I put the magenta in here and pressed it with the blue, and then I did this. So all of that is explained, so you can go back and watch that. All right. What would be the difference in a ladies cut? The ladies cut is different, so the size of it would be smaller. Thank you, Jesse. Like, comment, share, and hit that bell and subscribe. Thank you, love. Yeah, the position will be a little bit different, and I could go a little bit smaller because depending on which size shirt is. I compare it to a large unisex shirt and a large ladies cut or extra large, it would be smaller. I can't wait to try layering glitter. Love it. Now go get some rest. Hopefully I can get some rest and not be stressed out by Big Brother. Oh, they send Big D home and not Brittany. Boy, I'm going to fight. If they backdoor him, I'm going to be mad, 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 mad. All right, y'all. Thank you so very much for joining me today. Don't forget to visit. Oh, I didn't realize y'all could see when I was standing, I was blocking all of my junk. I was also cleaning up my room today. So that's another reason why it's a mess in here. And I'm just, my office makes me sneeze all day long. I have to figure out what's in here that's making me sneeze. But visit our website, academy.silaholics.com. If you don't take any other course, go here, search Essentials, and take the Essentials to Silhouette Studio class. It is 4 hours plus 2 refreshers. No, 1 refresher, 2 refreshers, 1 refresher of amazing content that will help you learn Silhouette Studio that much more. And once, if you want, you can go straight to our memberships, or afterwards you can go to the memberships. But we do have the doctorate program and the master's program where I am teaching graphic design. We had an amazing class on photo grids and photo collages and making your own Polaroid, like digital Polaroids and things like that. Yesterday's class was awesome. Can't wait to see what they come up with and putting them on tumblers and stuff like that. So you can join our membership. We have live classes, live Zoom classes where you're able to ask questions. You know, Dawn was like, hey, can we do this together? And we're able to. So we're able to take it slow and you to try it right along with me if you desire to do that. So consider becoming a member of either the master's or doctorate program, and then visit our website also, shop.silaholics.com. This is where you will find all of your Honestly Speaking products. So that's what that is. HS Ink Vibes is honestly, and then ink for speaking. And it's all about Team 365 and HS Ink Vibes only. So join the family, become a part of Team 365, HS Ink crew, become Incredible, and visit our site. And if you go to the starter collections, it has all the printers broken down. So you can go to the one for workforce. We only carry the cartridges for 252s and the 7820, 7840. So that's the 812s. And then we have, of course, EcoTank. So you can go to those collections and find out what all you need for that. I want to reiterate again that I recommend that you always start with the Epson cartridges first. I said a million times, even if you start with it, it is only one printhead cleaning. It is best to know if there's any malfunctions with your printer beforehand. There's urban myths saying that if you start with the Epson ink, it takes forever to get it out. It is still one printhead cleaning. So I always recommend starting with the Epson cartridges first. Make sure everything works, make sure your Wi-Fi works, and then put your Sublimation refillable cartridges in. And it should be one printhead cleaning as long as you've done everything right. If it's 252s, you've primed them or you got the pre-filled. If it's the 812s, you remove the vent plug and then put them in, and everything should be a-okay. All right. And then we have that Change the Game sublimation paper that allows you to sublimate at 300 and as low as 365 degrees, as fast as 30 seconds. This week we have seen it, and on Saturday my heat press will be done. But we saw us sublimate onto the Easy Subli yesterday, 365, 30 seconds. The paper is amazing. If you are skeptical about sublimating that low, go ahead and order one of our sample packs. You're gonna be mad that you don't got a whole 100. You only got 20 sheets, but you can order a sample pack. The sample packs only come in 8.5 by 14 and 11 by 17, so that you're maximizing the size. If you have a small format printer, you got an extra 14 inches, and then it's more economical for us to ship 11 by 17. That's small of a quantity than it is the 13 by 19. So those are the only sizes that we have available. And we someone else asked, do I have a sample of the tacky paper? At this time, no, we do not have any samples of the tacky paper. All right. Thank you guys so very much for joining me. Sorry it wasn't my normal type of live, but thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And until next time, guys, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.